Okay, so we're going to go ahead and install these ram tie-down rails. Did not come with it from the factory. Only problem is I have the bed liner sprayed in, so we got an issue. And the issue is, how are we going to get these Nutzerts hexagonal into the holes that have been sprayed, and they're built up with bed liner. So again, these little Nutzert things here, the way I'm going to try to do it is I'm going to just take the bolt that it comes with. This is M6 metric. I'm going to take my trusty needle nose lock pliers, which I tend to use in every project I've ever done. And I'm not going to lock them onto the thread. I'm just going to use it to hold these. So I can put it up here and tap, tap, tap. Aha! You get that? That just kind of went in there. Okay. So that's the first one. I think that extra bed liner crap is going to hold that in there a little better anyway. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 16 of those to do. So you just kind of gotta, you don't beat on it with a machine hammer or a sledge. Just, you know, this is the star from the last video, this little mallet. We're just tapping it in there until they fit. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of them, and then we will check back in. So there we are. It's, what would you say, Wyatt? How long did that take?
Took about maybe 5 minutes.
So 5 minutes later, we've got these guys in the holes. Now we just have to do the other side. And as you can see, I've seen some posts where guys are worried about the amount of bed liner clogging up that hole. And like I said, these things, they're hexagonal so that they don't spin when you go to bolt the rails to them. And we're also going to have to compress them. Alright, the next step is to install these bed rails, and then we have to put the, in order to do that, we have to compress these Nutzerts. And like I said, there's a couple different ways to do it. I don't know if you have boys, but this is typically what they're doing while you're working. So, yeah. So a better way to do it, I think, is just put a M6 nut on the bolt that comes with it. Screw the bolt in. Okay. And go ahead and tighten the nut down with the 10 millimeter open end. And then what we'll do is we'll see if we can't compress that insert by hand using a socket and an open end wrench. So you got the whole thing. Okay, so I don't want to go too tight because I'd rather not strip it out. But you can kind of see when you look in there, I don't know if you can see that or not, you can kind of see when those start to compress. And then there's one that hasn't been touched. So you can kind of see when that metal starts to fold in on itself in there. Show me my face. So we're going to try to do this one the way the manual says. Just go ahead and thread a bolt in, tighten it up until you feel it start to compress in there, and then bring it out. Now the only problem with that is if you give it too much oomph, you're going to strip it. So you got to kind of be careful that you don't do that. So maybe just a little bit, and then back out. A little bit, back out. So we're going to go ahead and mount this now. You can see there's nice padding between the metal and the bed, so it's not going to rattle. As long as we were able to draw it in as tight as it's supposed to be. It's got these two clips here. They're going to go into these holes. So let's see how we do. Just to hold it on. Oh, I bent that one. Okay. Probably good enough just to get us started. Doesn't say anything about this, but just in case, I like to torque things down until one step before they break, and I know you're not supposed to tighten these real tight, so I'm just going to use a little gel thread locker on each of these. I don't know if that's going to make a difference, but I'm just going to put some on the threads as I go in. So the instructions say to torque these bolts down 7.7 foot-pounds. Doesn't seem like very much. That is essentially the foot-pounds you put on a bolt for a valve cover. And if you've ever done those, you know you're not supposed to tighten them down real tight because you'll compress the cork or the rubber and they might leak. So they're hand tight with a nut driver. I don't recommend using an impact gun to tighten down those bolts. You might strip out those Nutzerts. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the 10mm socket and I'm just going to give it a feel. Now I know somebody's going to hit the thumbs down because I'm not using a torque wrench. But honestly, if you have to get out a torque wrench to tighten down a valve cover and you can't just kind of do that by feel, you probably shouldn't be working on the car to begin with. So I'm just going to tighten these down, hand feel, not too tight, and see where we're at. So. Okay, come on over here and I'll show you the cleats. You can take a look for yourself, see whether or not it'd be worth it for you. Okay, so they actually feel pretty heavy duty. We've got these 4 tie downs in the bed, and my thought was I'll just use those. You know, but then I started looking at this product. I started thinking maybe I could use it. This is nice powder coated. It looks like metal. These cleats are fairly chunky. I think they might be plastic though. It's not a cheap plastic. It's a pretty substantial plastic. And then there is a wheel here that you just kind of spin to tighten the cleat down. So if you want to move the cleat, you loosen it, kind of pull it up, and it slides in the track. As you can see, there are these points at which you can move the cleat all the way down here. You can kind of spin this down tight. And then it's a pretty sturdy access point. Some people are talking about what's it rated at. That I will have to look up, but I will post that information either in the information section of the video, or I will I'll find a way to get it in there. So I'm pretty happy with them. They're pretty nice. I'm hoping they don't rattle when I'm driving. But I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. Okay, so Nutzert tool, I guess, to the rescue. Putting in this side, we damaged one of these Nutzerts that came with it, and they don't give you any extra. So I'm going to try to show you how to use this tool. What you have to do is you have to make sure that when you compress it, there's enough thread there to pull back, but not to pull out of the hole. So I think I've got it on there right. I'm going to go ahead and just thread the insert in. We're going to go ahead and put it right here. From here you just kind of tighten. And then loosen. And we've got a solid spot to screw into. So if I hadn't have got this, I would have had one side that wasn't secure, which that's no good. But neat little tool for 30 bucks. We've got both sides on. If you did it right, they're not going to budge. They're pretty rock solid.
Alright guys, so we're out here and we're checking to see if it rattles. Far nothing.
Venom Rebel 2020 on Instagram. Second video in the books.
Remember to subscribe, like, comment, and turn on those post bell notifications.
Thanks for watching.